Samantha Cordine. So today we're going to be discussing LLCs. We're going to talk about what an LLC is, what's the cheapest way to get one, and when should you get an LLC. So I have a few questions here on my phone, so you may see me looking down throughout the video. So the first question I have is, what is an LLC? So to sum it up in a simple form, an LLC is a limited liability company, and it's a business structure in the US. And so basically what it does is, you, the person that is forming the LLC, you're not personally liable for any of the business debts or liabilities. So the second question is like a discussion about, when should you get an LLC? Should you get it before you start your business? When is the right time? I have a lot of people who always ask me this question. And so what I like to say is, well, first things first, I do not recommend getting your LLC before starting your business. I did not. I recently got my LLC last year, November, and I've been graphic designing for 9 years and running my business for about 4 or 5 years, and I just recently got my own. So honestly, you'll know when the time is right to get your LLC. It's no rush, because I know you may see like a lot of people on social media posting that their business is now certified, as an LLC in whatever state they're working in. But honestly, you'll know when it's the time is right for your business. So basically how I based it, when to get mine last year, it was basically on the amount of income you're making, and also if it's consistent. I was making a consistent income that year, so I was like, okay, I'm making a good amount of money now. I don't want this to go, under the books. I don't want to get in trouble with, taxes and the IRS. So I was like, let me get this done from now. So those are the factors that play, into whether or not you're ready to get your LLC. So I would definitely check whether or not you're making consistent income, and if you notice that your business is like booming all of a sudden, and you know that if the IRS knew you were making that much amount of money and you would get in trouble, it's time for an LLC. Basically look at it like that, And another reason I say don't jump into getting an LLC is because a lot of times we think of a new business venture, we write down all the details and plan it out. Maybe we don't plan enough and the business doesn't go so well, and say if you got your LLC right off the bat, like the first day you thought of the idea, 2 weeks later you're not even into it anymore. That's money down the drain, that because you already put your brand name because you thought of this whole idea and stuff like that. So that's another reason why I say do not run into getting your LLC right away. So the third question I have here is, how can I get an LLC? So this way I think is the cheapest. There's probably a cheaper way, but this is the cheapest way to get an LLC that I've experienced, because I've done it myself. So I'm just going to walk you through the steps. I'm going to do it on my computer, and I'm also going to walk you through the steps. So maybe if you're listening to this video and applying for your LLC at the same time, so I'm just going to walk you through it. So the website is zenbusiness.com, and I'm also going to put everything in the description box. Any link that I state in this video will be in the description box. So Zen Business, ZEN business.com. So once you go on this website, they're going to have at the top right corner, you're going to see login and get started. You're going to hit get started, and once it loads, they're gonna ask for a first name, last name. You can put your personal first name and last name, and then it's gonna ask you for your email. You would probably want to put your business email if you have one, and then it's gonna bring you to this page that asks you to specify your state and your entity. So for the entity, you're gonna press LLC, and then the state, for example, I live in New York, I would select New York. So once you do that, below you will see that they have plans available. So they have the starter, the pro, and the premium. You want to start with the starter plan. I say that is because this one is buildable. Like, you can add your own add-ons and build it up to select what you want, because some of the stuff that they offer you don't need, and I will show you an example of what I mean. So I'm going to choose my state, and then I'm going to hit start now. So you're going to click on the starter pack. So I'm just entering some information that you're asking me now. So yeah, they're asking me the email and the phone number now, and then I'm just gonna hit next. Once you hit next, it's gonna ask you what would you like to name your business. So here's when you will type in, for example, my business was Samantha's Graphics LLC. So I'm gonna just type in a generic name for the sake of this video, and then you're gonna hit next. So they're gonna ask you select your desired formation fee. This is how fast they're gonna get your LLC to you. So you know, if you're in a rush, you can pay the rush fee. I did normal, and I believe it took a week. If you see normal, if you look under normal, it says 5 to 6 days. So it honestly did not take long. So I would recommend normal because it's free. You know, we're trying to get the cheapest, you know, rate possible. So I'm gonna click normal and hit next. Then it's gonna ask you, do you want to add an EIN number to your order for $75? You're gonna click no, because you can get an EIN for free on the IRS website, and I'm gonna also add that link in the description box. So you will just go to that link, and you're gonna have to fill out some information, and they will provide you with your business EIN number after you apply for your LLC. So once you hit no, do you want to add our worry-free compliance service for $10 a month? So that would be one under. It has a little symbol, and it says that the service is actually $129 a year, so not $120. So they added extra $9 for the yearly amount, but this is up to you if you would like to add it or not. The way you can, you know, break it down to decide whether you want it or not is basically if you're going to hire a tax person to do your filings for you. If not, you can do this and they will take care of it for you. Do you want a banking resolution for only $30? No. If you're going to open up your own bank account, this is not necessary. If you're not, I just recommend doing all the personal banking and all, you know, tax, all that stuff to the side, so that you have more access and like control over what's going on. So I don't recommend having them do your banking stuff. So I would hit no. Do you want to add our business document templates library? No. Here's another unnecessary, you know, add-on. Do you want to secure the state required New York LLC certificate of publication for $200 plus the state $360? I did not do this. So basically this is a newspaper article, like you have to publish your business in a newspaper article. This is what it's telling you. I did not. So I was doing research before I applied for mine, and it was telling me that it was mandatory, and turns out that it's not. So I did not do the publication in the newspaper. So I'm gonna hit next. I'm gonna hit no and then next. Secure your business domain for only $25 a year. So domain is, say along the road you want a website for your business. So mine is samanthasgraphics.com. Zen Business is offering it for $25 a year when you can get it on GoDaddy for way cheaper, you know, $8 or less. So I'm gonna also add GoDaddy.com in the description box, you know, for spelling purposes. So I recommend getting your domain over there because it's cheaper, and you can literally merge it into any website platform that you're going to use, whether it's Wix or Shopify. Do you want to add a custom website for $100 a year? This is up to you. If you want them to create a website for you, or if you have a web designer, or if you have I already said that, if you have a designer or if you're gonna do it on your own, you know. So if you want, you can. If not, press no. Then next. So then they're just gonna bring you to a page where it's asking you to confirm that all the information that you've entered is correct. You're gonna go over it and then hit next, and then they're gonna tell you your estimated formation date. So that's the time that you'll receive your LLC, and then you can look at your order summary. So it says today's total is $249. So they added, if you look down at the bottom, they're going to add $200. That's your New York State filing fee. That is mandatory. So whatever state that you choose, there's going to be a filing fee. So today's total is $249, depending on the add-ons that you've added. So when I was applying for mine, I paid about $400, and that's because I added in the worry-free guarantee. So like I said before, that's optional. If you're gonna get someone to do your taxes, they can do that for you. But starting out, I didn't have my tax person as yet, so I did add that in. So I paid around $400 when I was creating my LLC. So that's all you need to create your LLC. You know, then you're gonna hit next, then it's gonna ask for your payment information. Now once it's completed, and then you'll receive an email confirmation after, like you'll receive an email confirmation immediately after, and then also in a week when your LLC has been formed. And there's also a website that you can go in on and check for all business entities, and you can type in your name just to double check that your business is now, you know, available as an LLC in the state that you formed it in. So I'll add that in the description box as well. And so pretty much that's it. It's very easy. You know, a lot of people make it seem like it's so hard, but it's honestly not. You just have to do your research. So that's why. And so that's all for today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know, if you have any topics that you would like me to discuss on my upcoming videos, definitely drop that below. And yeah, bye bye.